I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It is such a pleasure to be here at Discovery Community College, beautiful Surrey, British Columbia. This college fully understands the importance of being career focused. They understand what it means to be part of a broader community, solving problems. They understand that learning needs to be flexible and they need to meet the students everywhere, and they understand that this results in a job for the students that arrive here. I'm so privileged to be in conversation with the good people here. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
Absolutely. My name is Neeru. I am the Lower Mainland Regional Manager for the Admissions Department here at Discovery.
Admissions, such an important part of the college, right? Because there's so many barriers people have, either real or perceived, right, to going to school, and it's a big, courageous decision to go back to school. Talk to me about sort of how you, as the admissions manager, what's your vision of that? How do you break down those barriers?
Yeah, speaking of barriers, a lot of the barriers are very real for some people, especially if they've built those barriers up in their head. Because I find that we as humans, we can find ways to create hurdles for us to, for ourselves.
We're good at that, aren't we?
We are, yeah. And my role here is to help people, get over those barriers, or to recognize that there's ways around them, or to just basically be their cheerleader through, getting to their end goal, which is to get into school, graduate, and start a new life with a new employment. So yeah, it's just, the barriers are real, but we're here to help.
You're here to help, and that's such a welcoming thing to hear, right? To understand that you pick up that phone and somebody's going to be on the other end that's going to help you get through all of this, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all you need to hear.
Because you'll solve one issue, and then the next thing they're already thinking of the next problem or the next potential problem. So it's just walking people through. Sometimes people just need like a sounding board to
right.
Get their thoughts out.
One thing that Discovery is so good at is putting instructors in front of the students that come with real experience, right? Absolutely. This is not theoretical stuff. This is real life experience, and you're an instructor as well, right?
Correct.
Talk to me about the importance of standing in front of those students with real world experience.
Absolutely. I do have the benefit of both worlds, like you said, experience from my nursing background, and I bring that into the admission side as well, because I can see it from the side of the student, why all these, potential issues or problems that they come up with, but also as an instructor, I can empathize with people and help them walk through program-related problems, whether it be the schedule, clinical, academic related. So I really put my experience as from the student side, the admission side, and nursing for sure, first and foremost for me, and then empathize with the student and whatever their current situation is.
And then with the focus, on making sure people have a job when they come out the other end. I mean, that's so important that all this leads to something. Absolutely. Talk to me about the importance of that being job ready.
Absolutely. So being a career-focused college, so we have programs that are labor market, I would say tested, and we've done the research to make sure we fill that gap that's in the labor market shortage. So we're here to train people hands-on with clinicals and practicums to make sure that they are ready for the workforce. So not only are we focusing on the classroom theory, but definitely on the practical side of things. We've built relationships with employers all across BC, from the island to the interior, and of course the Lower Mainland. And our focus is to find ethical employers and business partners for our students, so when they get out there, they're ready and confident.
You're such a pro at what you do. You just sort of really quickly brushed over the fact that you're listening to industry, you're responding to their needs. Absolutely. And making sure that your education matches that right at the perfect time. Like that's a very important thing. That's a complete closed loop there. Talk to me about, now this must be fun for you, because you will see people come in at the beginning. You will have instructed people throughout their journey. What's graduation day like for you?
Oh, it's the best day.
Talk to me about it.
It is the best day. It's the day that we see our students in their full glory. You know, they've crossed all those barriers that we talked about, you know, and they've come out the other end. You know, the goal has been met. Well, we're almost there, right? Because the end goal is employment. But when we see them cross that stage on graduation, there's nothing like it. It's the reason why I do what I do. I love seeing that, because for some people, many people, that's the very first time they've walked a stage as a graduate. So to see that for our adult learners is huge.
With friends and family around
Absolutely, them. Yeah. I always feel like a mom figure. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's my baby's walking across the stage. It's very it's a proud moment as a, you know, their advisor or maybe as their instructor.
Why did you choose Discovery?
I chose Discovery because Discovery's morals and ethics and their philosophy of education lines up with mine. The previous founder of Discovery Community College, Lois McNestry, was also a nurse, and when she interviewed me to work here, we had so much in common. Our beliefs were very similar, and I felt like this was the best place for me. It was home. I've been here for over 12 years now. Wow. in multiple different roles. And yeah, they definitely, I feel like I've accomplished something every day when I go home, and I sleep well at night knowing that I'm helping people, and that aligns with my beliefs as a nurse as well.
Wow. Thanks very much for being on. We certainly appreciate your perspective.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.